Hey, what's up everybody? Dylan here from Iceberg TV. Today we're going to be checking out a brand new drop from Discraft. We have the TI Flex Luna. These came out nice and soft, nice and swirly, and I'm really excited to compare this to the pros' favorite run of Luna, the Big Z Luna. Now, Ricky Wysocki was going through the Discraft factory, and he's just, where's the Lunas? Where's the Lunas? I need the Lunas. He had a sense of urgency of getting Lunas into his bag, because this is a top tier throwing putter, and I'm really excited to see how one of the newest blends actually flies. Now, the main throwing putter in my bag, I'm pretty much settled on the Proxy. I'm absolutely loving throwing the Proxy. I've got one in the Fission Plastic, one in the Eclipse 2.0, and until I actually saw before my own eyes, these are a bit more similar than I previously knew. We got a little bit more rounded edge on top. Maybe the Luna feels just a small touch faster, but I've been throwing the Proxy really well, and these are so similar. I feel like I should throw the Luna as well. So we're going to check out the Proxies first, because that's what I've been throwing. Show you guys how these are flying for me, and then we'll check out the new Luna compared to the pros' favorite Luna. That Proxy is a straight laser beam, tiny amount of fade at the end, but it's been an absolute beauty for me. I played a sanctioned league today. There's some really nice shots with that Proxy. Now, this is the Eclipse 2.0. Pretty much flying very similar to the baseline Proxy, but I like bagging both of them so I don't super beat up the baseline one. Now, this is the Big Z Luna. This is the run of Luna that a lot of the Discraft pros are bagging. Let's see how this guy flies. Ooh, good height, good rip. I swear the Luna is just like a magic throwing putter. When I very first got a Crystal Luna, I actually jokingly called it a T-Bird, because I wasn't throwing very far at that point in my disc golf career, and I was throwing the Luna and the T-Bird the same distance. So I jokingly grabbed the Luna and say, oh, might as well throw the T-Bird on this hole. So this is the new TI Flex Luna. Good height, good power. A nice little fade at the end, definitely not really any more stable or understable than the Big Z. Let's go gather everything up and we'll throw them back this direction. So when it comes to watching professional disc golf, you guys let me know if you kind of think this way as well. I kind of just don't pay attention to the first half of the season, but this year I'm particularly excited to see how Isaac Robinson is playing with Trilogy and Latitude 64 discs. Really excited to see Ricky with Discraft. Really excited to see Ezra Robinson with Discraft. And Simon seems to have a really competitive mindset, Simon Lizotte, this year. And I'm really excited to see what sort of package Simon Lizotte brings to the table in a competitive fashion. He seems to be pretty focused this year. He's doing a lot of things for his physical and mental health in the off season. And I think we're actually going to see one of the best versions of Simon Lizotte that we've ever seen this year. That's my prediction, he's going to be a top 3 player this year. So between Ezra Robinson, Ricky, Simon, Isaac Robinson, I'm actually super pumped to watch disc golf and watch it early in the season, which isn't something I've been interested in for a long time now. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'm super curious to see, obviously, share what I think, but I'm more curious to see, what are you guys thinking? Are you excited about this upcoming professional disc golf season? Or are you guys like me, or how I've been, and you're more excited to just watch like all the majors at the end of the year, Worlds, European Open, all that kind of stuff? Because that used to be what I'd really focus on. But this year I'm just excited for the whole thing. We'll start with the Proxies, and then we'll go with the Lunas. That Proxy has been just so money for me. I'm 100% confident I can hit gaps with it and just have it fly absolutely dead straight. If you've never thrown a Proxy and you throw an open bag, would highly recommend trying one out. They just go so far, so straight, easy to throw, comfortable in the hand. Just a phenomenal mold. Big Z Luna. I'm expecting the Lunas to be a little more stable than the Proxies, but I'm not quite yet convinced that that's the case. Now let's try the TI Flex guy. Maybe the TI Flex is a hair more stable. That had a nice little flex at the end. But man, the Lunas, we'll have to go see where they landed, but it just feels a little faster in the hand. Super curious to see distance-wise. Are the Lunas going farther than the Proxies, or are they all going roughly the same distance? I've also been messing around with the Ethos Soft Praxis. I think the Praxis, I put it right up there with the Luna, with the Proxy, as some of the best throwing putters in the entire sport of disc golf. But the competition is fierce, it's tough, and at the moment, the Proxy is just holding that #1 spot for me, just because I've thrown a ton of good shots with it. Like I said, I played a sanctioned league today, had some amazing throws with it. It's just one of those discs, when I have it in my hand, I feel super confident about the shot I'm about to throw. So we've got one baseline Proxy here. We've got the 2 Lunas there and there. And then exact same distance as the Luna, we have the Glow Proxy. So I guess distance-wise, they seem to appear to be going roughly the same distance. Now, I do want to touch on the reason why I think these are so favored by pro players. And I also want to give one tip on what I've been doing to throw my putters better. I used to be someone who throws a fan grip. I'm no longer throwing the fan grip. I've made a change thanks to the Disc Golf Spin Doctor, some of his videos. So I took some tips from him and has immensely helped me throw my putters. But first, I just think it's very rare that a company can make a putter that is extremely torque resistant, meaning you can throw it super hard. You see Anthony Barella throwing the Luna. He can throw nearly 80 miles an hour, and he can throw his Lunas nearly full power. They're torque resistant enough to not burn over to the right. He can fully trust them to go dead straight and then have a nice predictable flight at the end. You'd be surprised how many companies struggle to make a throwing putter of this caliber. And I think MVP and Axiom have absolutely nailed this concept with the Proxy as well. And it doesn't surprise me that these 2 molds are so similar looking. Again, the Luna just feels slightly more beveled and slightly more rounded and slightly deeper. But to me, they feel very similar in the hand. And something I've been doing with my throwing putters, and I've actually been doing with a lot of my other throws in general, is just backloading my grip. I used to pinch grip, so putting a lot of pressure on my thumb and my index finger. And then I went to just like a full power grip, but with front loading, putting a lot of pressure on my thumb and my index finger. And I was just really struggling with my putters. So now what I've been doing is backloading or mid-loading, putting a lot of pressure in these 3 fingers, but having a pretty relaxed grip in my index and my thumb. And I feel like I've been getting a much cleaner release, and it also allows me to power grip everything. So I'm actually on team power grip everything now, which, you know, I've come a long way. Things change. I can admit I may have been wrong about the pinch grip and about the fan grip. Let's throw everything one last time with that back-loaded grip, and I'll give my final thoughts on these new Lunas. Man, I just feel like I throw that Proxy so well. That thing is so freaking money. Then we've got the Eclipse 2.0, Cryptic Crawley. We've got these over at Disc Golf Deals USA. Click my link in the description below to save 10%. Oh, New York Yankees. Thank you, tree. Thank you, bridge. It did not go in the water. And now, one last thing, flexibility. These guys are flexy. If you live somewhere cold, you're really going to like the way this blend feels. But if you like a more stiff Luna, go ahead, get the Big Z. Get the one that all the pros are throwing. The pros tend to like the stiffer plastics, but amateurs and masters players tend to like the softer plastics better. Just a preference thing. There is no right answer. That's just the way that things seem to be, according to my perception. That's a rip. That felt great. Just so torque resistant, so dead straight with a slight fade at the end. Like, if I throw it bad, I can get it to hold the turn, but really I can just rip this thing and get it to go nice and straight, just like the Proxies. I mean, look at those things. It's no surprise Ricky was so excited to put Lunas in the bag. It was so funny. Yuli's like, what about this disc? What about that disc? Ricky's like, where's the Lunas? Where's the Lunas at? I need the Lunas. Somebody give me a Luna. As he said 10 times, he was a kid in a candy store. I love the energy. I love the enthusiasm. If you've never thrown a Luna, you can check one out. The link in the description below. You'll actually save 10% by using my link. So click the link, access my storefront, save 10% on anything over at the website. Stay humble, live with gratitude. I will catch you guys in the next video, and take care.